You can actually compare different martial arts, and it's always a fair comparison because martial arts are not artificially created. Martial arts is simply human fighting brought into rules, brought into context, brought into limits. So it's older, the fighting between human males is even a driving force of evolution, as we today assume scientifically. And much of the human body, and especially of the male body, is specifically adapted to hand fighting between human males. Human males, adult men especially, have thicker bones in the face on precisely the spots that are more likely to get hit with fists from another man. Here, like on the jochbein, I don't know how it's called in English, the jaw, and on your eyebrows. Also, more thicker nose bones and stuff like that. Eyes are deeper inside. And the fist is evolved for fist fighting. It's not for grabbing, it's not for fisting, it's specifically for fist fighting. So yeah, humans are very much adapted to fighting. And the martial arts sports, the combat sports, are simply just rules to reduce the risk of serious injury when two men are fighting. They would be fighting anyways. But it would originally be a no-rules fighting. And from there on, we devised systems for rules. So we just take away. It's not something we build up from zero. It's just an idea. It's just, okay, we are fighting, but those and these things are not allowed. Okay, but we are still fighting. And everybody who looks at people fighting immediately understands that the underlying system is actual fighting. Me as a martial artist, I see that when I interact with humans and they learn that I'm a fighter, they immediately react to it. And many times I get the reaction like, oh, don't attack me, oh, I gotta be careful with you. A soccer player doesn't get that reaction like, oh, I better not play soccer with you, or oh, I gotta be careful. It's because they know that combat sports is fighting, okay? And they know that in human interaction, there is a possibility of you and I throwing hands because one is getting very angry or very worked up about something. So when we compare two men fighting, we just compare Mike Tyson and John Jones, and they can do whatever they like. Mike Tyson can't kick. He's not trained in it, but he's allowed to. Okay, why not? Okay, he can wrestle. He's not trained in it, but he's allowed to. And obviously, John Jones is trained in all these things. So it's a very unfair comparison if we take away things that John Jones is actually trained in. The fair comparison between these two men and between these two martial arts is to take both and allow either to do what they are trained in and then see who's stronger. Simple as that. It is actually a fair comparison. It is absolutely a fair comparison between a boxer and an MMA fighter, and then just say, okay, but you fight no rules or the rules that integrate, like if you take MMA rules, the boxer is allowed to use all of boxing. For all I care, and I'm 100% sure the MMA fighter will also be cool with the boxer just wearing boxing gloves. So he can just be a boxer and box, and the MMA fighter can use MMA, and then we see which one is the stronger fighter, more powerful fighter, and which fighting system is better, more effective.